Hey, it's Brian Gormley with another edition of Where in Greater DC. It's a little noisy out here today, so I'm going to shout at you a little bit. What we do is film a video blog every week in a different location all around the Greater DC Baltimore region. And for the first person who guesses our filming location, we give away a free prize. You have to send your guesses to support at Cornerstone Properties, homeinfo.com. That's support at cornerstonepropertieshomeinfo.com. This week we're in a construction site, so we're not building homes, we're building metros. So guess our location and get a free prize. You'll be glad you did. Meanwhile, we give away free tips and tricks on short sales and other real estate pontifications. So this week we're talking about hardship in a short sale, proving up hardship. Usually it's pretty easy for people who've got to do a short sale. Usually you fall into one of the classic hardships. Of course, let's take a step back. There are two things, right, that are prerequisite to a short sale. One is being underwater in your house, and the second is having a hardship. And the classic 5 or so hardships, loss of income, loss of employment, divorce, unexpected expenses. There's actually a per se hardship for those in active duty military. That's a federal statute. And then relocation. And so the key here is getting the lender to sort of check the box, if you will, right? Most of the time, you've got a lender who's got processors who are just reviewing paperwork and filling out forms and checking the box to make sure that there's in fact a hardship, and then processing the file. Do you have to be in default? No, of course not. You don't have to be in default unless you've got an FHA loan, in which case you've got 31 days. So being in default does not necessarily prove hardship. In fact, we have a short sale right now that we're working that's where the homeowner is 12 months late. Actually, they're probably more like 16 months late at this point. And Freddie Mac says they have no hardship. Go figure. So being late does not necessarily mean you've got hardship, and not being late does not mean you don't have hardship. So it's interesting little twist there. But one thing that where we're actually headed with this, one thing that I would note is that you can usually prove hardship by drawing on the relocation prong, right? So if you say in your hardship letter that you've been transferred from a job, or you have to relocate, perhaps it's spawned from another hardship, a divorce or something else, or perhaps it's not. Perhaps you're just moving for another reason. But relocation does tend to work if your other financials are consistent. Your bank statements, you don't have a lot of money in the bank accounts, and maybe there's an arm reset on your mortgage, or it's an interest only, and it's negative amortization. You're not even paying all the interest that is needed to service the loan. Something like this, it's sort of a and one type of deal. So consider that if you're looking at a hardship, and maybe you're a little skimpy on other financial distress, or if you're in a luxury home, it's a great hardship actually to draw on. If you're just looking to move and perhaps you're considering a strategic default, look at that relocation hardship. Usually it will work. It will pass muster with the short sale lenders. So that's it for me. And do a quick 360. Don't forget to send your guesses to support at Cornerstone Properties, homeinfo.com. Check out our blog, capitalshortsale.com. Some good stuff over there, and on our Facebook pages as well. Short Tales from the Crib, luxury home tours, and we've just released a couple of other Facebook pages, so check them out as well. Tenants and Toilets, and Stop Maryland, DC, Virginia foreclosure. That's it for me. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.